Hello everyone, this is Kidz here. I am from the head office, NIECCE, Teacher Training Institution. Here we conduct D.El.Ed, Nursery Teacher Training and Montessori Teacher Training programs. So first and foremost, this is a video for you to understand how to do your internship program. So before we go ahead and start, let me tell you what is internship. So internship is nothing but you go ahead and work in any of the school nearby inside an actual classroom where the children are there for you to get a first-hand experience of how things are going to work in a real life. You might have got a lot of aspects on training in the classroom. For example, rhymes and storytelling, puppetry, or it can be lesson plan, mock demo, interview skills and observation, how to do your classroom management, how to conduct the meetings and all those things. So all these aspects, whatever that you have learned inside the classroom, until you go ahead and try it once in the real life, you will not get the actual feel of it, and you'll also not understand what is the practical applicability of what you have learned. So internship is going to help you in basically understanding all the theory aspects and actually know how the school actually works and how the classroom actually works. We would have taught you about how to do your lesson planning, but here you are going to see how the actual teachers are doing the lesson plan. You can also discuss with the actual teachers about how things is being taught to you inside the classroom and how we can go ahead and improve the existing one, or it can improve in terms of learning also. So before we go ahead and start, so that is about the internship. So what are the instructions for you for the nursery teacher training with Montessori integrated students for you to go ahead and complete this internship program is as follows. You need to do an internship of minimum of 2 weeks or 10 active working days. If at all some schools are giving you option to work for longer working days, you can, I think it is definitely better for you to do internship for a longer working days. So during internships, there are two types. One is a free internship and then there is a paid internships also. Some schools can pay you something a minimum of around 1,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees just as a incentive. It doesn't that may be like a paid internship, and there are few schools which will offer free internship. Majority of them, I think 99% of the schools are going to do all free internships only. You are not going to get paid for the internship or for working there in their school premises. So keep this in mind. Don't expect any kind of payment or remuneration, because it is just you are in a learning phase and this is a requirement for your course. So next thing is here, when you are having this internship, if you take the assignment for about 3 months, for example, if it is 10 days, I think you will be having enough time to go ahead and complete it without any problem. If you are doing it for about a month, 2 months or 3 months, and if it is clashing with your NTT course, then the institute is not responsible for your classes. It is up to you to go ahead and either choose working there and then clarifying the doubts with your students, with the other colleagues inside the classroom, or you can also talk to the teacher and then get the doubts cleared. But it is up to you whether you want to not attend few theory classes again, go ahead and work. It is up to you. So it is all your responsibility is what I mean to say. Next is internship, learning recording forms. So learning recording forms will be starting from here. I'll be explaining you more in detail about it when I come to this page. So last one is you need to make 3 copies. Whatever that you have done in these 10 days or 10 active working days, you need to make 3 copies. 1 copy is for the institute, 1 copy is for the student, and 1 copy is for the school that you are working in. So next. So this is a letter. It is a requisition letter for doing an internship in any of the school. You can write your details here, your student name, residential address, mobile number, and get the seal and signature of the institute that you are in, whichever the branch that you are in. For example, NIECCE, Rajajinagar, or any other branch in Bangalore, they'll put your seal here and they will sign across. And here, don't write the school name in the first only. So what you can do here is take multiple copies of it. You can apply for about 10 schools. Among 10 schools that you have applied for, only about 2 schools might agree for you to go ahead and do the internship. So whichever the school that you are going to choose, you need to write their name here and then hand over this original copy to them. You can retain 1 copy of the original letter that you have submitted to them. for your future reference. Next is, this is a learning recording form. Here you are going to fill in all your details as asked here. And if at all you don't know any of these, information, for example, registration number or institute full address exactly, then leave all those things blank. You can get it confirmed in the institution, in the training center, and then fill in the blanks. It is the same thing with respect to any of the other things in the whole project, this report work. Here, this is a school that you are going to do the project work in, and principal name and contact details. Here, you need to get principal's seal and signature. It is not mentioned, but it is compulsory for you to get the principal's seal and signature here. So this is day 1. So like this, about 10 days there, 10 sheets are given, that which means to say minimum of 10 days of observations you need to keep on recording here for submitting for your coursework. So how are you going to record? So class you are going to write which are the class that you are going to attend. For example, play home, nursery, LKG or UKG, and the date and the class teacher name, whoever is the class teacher. You need to write the name. So here, how are you going to fill up these things? This is the time. For example, the schools will start from morning 9 o'clock onwards. So 9 to 9:30. So welcoming of the kids and doing an assembly. So what you are going to write here, it is from 9 o'clock to 9:30 you are going to write here. And this is the activity. Welcoming the children and assembly. Teacher training, teachers teaching methodology. Basically here there is no teaching which happens. So you can write, maintaining the discipline inside the, while doing the prayer and other things, assembly. And then what do the children learn out of this activity that you are going to write here. And then once the class begins around, say for example 10 o'clock, so you need to write from 10 o'clock onwards, what is the activity. So it can be about introduction of a topic, introduction of a concept, or teaching of the alphabet, or teaching of a color. So that activity you are going to write, and what is the methodology which is used. Are they using puppets there, or are they using any kind of other materials inside, or what is the kind of methodology that is being used. For example, Montessori methodology, or any kind of methodology you think is apt, like rhymes or storytelling or any other methodology, and what do the children learn from this particular session. So don't club the whole days of program into the same thing. So it can be, you can divide this thing into, see, all the schools, preschools will be working for about 3 to 4 hours maximum. So here you can write, so this is the greeting. Activity is greeting. So the child is greeted inside the classroom with the help of a puppet. So puppet is a methodology, and why it is necessary. Here you need to write. So the same thing you can write in the whole, each and every row that you are having. And after that, here your observation. So in your observation, basically you will be writing about what all you have learnt in the whole day's program. So what I suggest you usually is write all these things in pencil. Okay, after writing in pencil, you can consult with the class teacher about how everything is correct or wrong, and these are just your observations. Here you can write it in your pencil, get her consent once, discuss with her, get the class teacher sign, and student has to sign here. And this is the same thing which goes for about 10 days. So for 10 days you are going to do the same activity, observation. So it is a 10 days of observation is what the whole activity is about. So what I usually suggest you is for the first 7 to 8 days, what you can do is basically observe all the things what is happening inside the classroom. How the teacher, what is the routine schedule, from morning till evening, from morning till afternoon, how the things are happening inside the classroom and all those things. Once you have, you know how things are happening, in the last 1 or 2 days or 3 days when it is left over, in this time basically you can learn about, you can go ahead and approach the class teacher and the principal to allow you to go ahead and approach one of the topics. So this is not compulsory, but when you go ahead and introduce a topic inside the classroom, it is going to give you an overall picture about, and also you will know how to introduce a topic inside the classroom, which is very much important. You will know how to do it. You will make a lesson plan, you will prepare your teaching props, and then go ahead and introduce the topic inside the classroom. You will also know how being a teacher is going to be. It is going to help you in your practical examinations also. So after 10 days of these writing, on the last day, you need to write down your overall observations that you are that has happened inside the classroom or inside the school. What all things, what all the learnings, what is your feelings and all those things. Once you write the whole page, you can sign here, and then that's all. So that is the end of your report making basically. And there is a line which is given here. If you can see, you can cut the paper somewhere here, right? The thing has to start from here. The report has to start from here. So before this, you can add one more page, like it is an internship along with NIECCE with all the other details. You can find the NIECCE logo and all those things in the internet also. So you can add NIECCE logo there. Just tell it is an internship activity. That will be your cover page. Soon after we open the cover page, this page is going to come up, and all the other things you need to cut here. Make it as a spiral bound or any other kind of binding. Make it at 3 copies. Submit one for the institution, submit one for the school, and 1 copy will be remaining with you. So this is about your internship activity. I hope I have cleared all the doubts. If you have any more doubts, you can also ask the coordinator or the center head of your respective centers. Thank you.